Welcome to Utah State University Equine Extension Equine Health video series. Today we will be discussing bandaging the lower leg, presented by Carl Hubbs. There are several reasons to bandage a horse's leg. To provide support for tendons and ligaments during strenuous workout sessions. To prevent or reduce swelling after exercise, injury, or during stall rest. To protect legs from concussion and impact. And finally, to shield leg wounds from contamination and aid in wound healing. There are 3 layers of bandaging for a horse's leg. The first layer is the wound dressing layer. This can consist of a sterile, non-adherent gauze pad or a sterile absorbent dressing. The second layer is the padding layer. This can consist of rolled cotton, sheet cotton, combine cotton, or quilted wraps. The third and final layer is the compressive or securing layer. This can be from fleece, cotton, polyester knit bandages, or from cohesive bandages, such as vet wrap, powerflex, Coflex, and petflex. Should follow these basic guidelines when applying a bandage to a horse's leg. Remove dirt, debris, soap residue, and moisture to avoid unwanted dermatitis. Start with clean, dry legs and bandages. If there is a wound present, make sure that it has been properly cleaned, rinsed, and dressed by a veterinarian. Use a thickness of 1 inch or more of soft, clean padding to protect the leg. When applying the padding, make sure it lies flat and wrinkle-free against the skin. Start the wrap at the inside of the cannon bone above the fetlock joint. Do not begin or end over joints, as movement will loosen the bandage and cause it to come unwrapped. Wrap the leg from front to back, outside to inside. On the left leg, this will be a counterclockwise motion. On the right leg, a clockwise motion. Wrap in a spiral pattern, working down the leg and up again, overlapping the preceding layer by 50%. Use smooth, uniform pressure on the support bandage to compress the padding. Make sure no lumps or ridges form beneath the bandage. Be careful not to wrap the leg too tightly, creating pressure points. Avoid applying bandages too loosely. If loose bandages slip, they will not provide the proper support. Extend the bandages to within 1 inch of the padding at the top and the bottom. Check bandages daily to make sure they are securely in place and not cutting off circulation. If there is a potential problem with bedding or debris getting under the bandage, seal the openings with a loose wrap of flexible adhesive bandage such as Elasticon adhesive tape. Before we begin bandaging the leg, we want to make sure that the leg is clean from dirt and debris. If this horse had a wound over his fetlock, we would first want to apply a non-adherent sterile pad. Next, we would begin with the padding. We begin with the edge of the padding on the inside of the cannon bone, not over a ligament in the back. We want to wrap from front to back, outside going in. The padding portion is to ensure that the ligaments are not damaged during the bandaging process. Then we're going to apply the compression portion of the bandage. We don't want to pull too tight or make it too loose. And you don't start directly over a joint. Again, we're going from front to back and outside to inside. As we begin to put pressure on this wrap, we're moving down. We want to make sure that there are no wrinkles under the bandage. And we want to overlap at least 50% as we're moving down the leg. The bandage should be snug and not too tight and not too loose. We should leave 1 inch of padding above and below where the bandage comes to. The pressure should be even. After applying the vet wrap or the Coflex, you want to make sure and put it tight and snug and make sure there are no edges sticking up. A lot of times that's all you're going to need to do. However, if you feel like that vet wrap may come up, you may want to put a piece of white tape around that region to ensure that the vet wrap does not come off. If you feel like there's going to be contamination under the bandage, you can use elasticon around the top edges and the bottom edges to seal that off.